All right, welcome back. Sports Show YouTube. Going back March 1994. Going to check out Shaq going head-to-head against the Admiral David Robinson. These two guys, man, I'm telling you, you can argue two of the best centers in the 90s. Obviously, throw Hakeem Olajuwon up there, Dikembe Mutombo, Patrick Ewing. But we're going to check this out here. Shaq, during the 93 to 94 season, 29.3 points per game, 13.2 rebounds, 2.9 blocks. As the Magic would go 50 and 32, get bounced in the first round of Rick Smits, remember him, in the Indiana Pacers. But this is Penny's first year out there in Orlando, starting to build something. The other side, though, we got David Robinson, 29.8 points per game for David Robinson, winning the scoring title, dropping 71 on the final game of the season, throwing in 10.7 rebounds, 3.3 blocks, even some steals here, 1.7. As he would capture the MVP, they would get bounced in the first round, the Karl Malone and the Utah Jazz. This is going to be a great matchup. Two superstars going at it here. Shaquille O'Neal going against the Admiral David Robinson. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let's run it.
Pounds at birth, Shaquille O'Neal has grown into a 7'1", 305-pound NBA giant, and he celebrates his 22nd birthday today. His rival, MVP candidate, the Spurs, David Robinson, the Admiral, the league's leading scorer, enjoying his most complete season. Today, he has an attitude. No one's throwing a party in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, especially Shaq, a San Antonio product. But the birthday man claims territorial rights.
San Antonio was my neighborhood first. This is my day. Happy birthday to me.
Robinson, a pair of 7'1" centers. And the Magic in black will get it started. Negro. Inside to Robinson. His first move is the hook over Shaq, way off.
Orlando Magic, the one thing that they want to do is try to establish Shaquille O'Neal early and try to get his game off. And this is a mismatch for Penny Hardaway, but it's taken away by David Robinson.
Robinson is averaging 3.4 blocks a game. Anderson can't hit. Robinson with a rebound. Over O'Neal. The Admiral gets the first bucket. Dennis Scott partially blocked by Robinson. O'Neal has it taken away by Willie Anderson. Anderson foul.
Wow, drop some old school names here. J.R. Reed, Willie Anderson. Good stuff out there. Love watching these little games, checking these dudes out. J.R. Reed, I think he played for the Charlotte Hornets for a little bit, too.
Whenever a player gets beat defensively, you're looking for that last line of defense, and David Robinson is a huge force challenging Dennis Scott. That one comes up short, but there's Shaquille O'Neal to mop up, picks up the foul. Inside players, O'Neal and Robinson.
Inside to Shaq. Pulls his way against the Robinson and slams it home. 4 points for Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal just powers his way into David Robinson, and once he gets him off his feet, they say he should learn something other than that, but that's the best shot in the book.
Robinson trying to get in front of O'Neal, failed, and then the missed shot and foul by J.R. Reed. And San Antonio's lead whittled to 1. Robinson using his speed to get around Shaq, and the reach-in foul by O'Neal. Hardaway to Shaq for an easy 2, and O'Neal has 7. They're feeding Shaq a steady diet. Rebound J.R. Reed. Ellis for 3. Dale Ellis. Robinson on the give and go to Vinny Del Negro. It's tied at 15.
The offensive execution has been very clean for both teams to this point. Turnover.
Willie Anderson made the play. Dale Ellis at the other end. This season. Del Negro has it deflected by Hardaway, and Hardaway with a great save to Shaq O'Neal. Look at the big men go. Oh, my. Robinson and Shaq O'Neal in a foot race, and the 22-year-old lights it up for 9. Penny Hardaway, the brilliant rookie from Memphis State, lays it off to O'Neal. It won't drop, but he is fouled by David Robinson, I believe.
Look at O'Neal. He's salivating right there. The tongue goes out a la Jordan, and he carries it home under the pressure of David Robinson chasing.
Shot and killed in Washington, D.C. on Thursday. He elected to play these last 2 games. David Robinson, he has 6. The relatives and friends. Robinson against the veteran Tree Rollins scores, and he is fouled. And with that, a timeout. Robinson will be at the line when we return. 2:47 left in the first quarter. The battle between the Admiral and the birthday man continues. He and Nick Anderson in the backcourt averaging about 15 and a half a game. Into Shaq O'Neal, power move. And O'Neal is off to a great start with
anything but a dunk. He has shown him the entire arsenal this afternoon as Ellis finds David Robinson over the top.
In your face for the Admiral. And basketball being that escape. No basket, the whistle before the drive by Robinson.
But the quickness has been his big weapon against Shaquille O'Neal. Jump shot, David.
You got to respect that ability to hit the jump. Half of his total right there in that little shot and putback. Shaq, goaltending. Antoine Carr said, you didn't give me a piece of the cake.
They have the advantage at this end with David Robinson against Tree Rollins. We saw Robinson go right to work as soon as Rollins was on him.
Robinson with 13, 2 less than Shaq, and Dennis Scott short on that one. A real miss. Robinson at the other end. Skiles tries to stop him. Scott doesn't either, and a slam by Robinson. He has 5th
this afternoon as well.
Del Negro to Robinson. Jams into Skiles, scores, and a foul. It counts. So with Shaq O'Neal on the sidelines, Robinson getting some quick points. Skiles with a foul.
A quick way to make gravy is to be ahead of the pack. Scott blocks it the first time, and David Robinson gets it, throws it down with 2 hands, and squeezes in between 2 Orlando defenders. Scott Skiles picks up the foul. Robinson gets a 3-point play
for the Magic. Antoine Carr working against Shaq. They double team him. Loose ball. Shaq to
some Antoine Carr action. Remember he used to rock the shades with Utah? Antoine Carr. I always remember them in the NBA Finals, the back-to-back matchups they had against the Bulls, rocking them shades, and then you had Horace Grant with the goggles.
Skiles. Fans wanted. Good run here for the Orlando Magic. Inside, it's Shaq O'Neal and rebound man Dennis Rodman, but he and the rest of the Spurs can't stop Shaq.
If he continues to shoot the ball well from the perimeter.
The Magic by 5. Shaq over the Admiral to score his 19th. John Lucas.
You can see where Shaq is getting his advantage. He is leading with his shoulder and his power. That's getting him the separation to get the shot because they're not going to shoot that ball consistently that well from the outside the entire afternoon. Blocked by Scott. They'll be able to get back in the game.
And Scott helping out Shaq O'Neal, and David Robinson, who rarely shows emotion, thought he should have had a foul call. Away, 3-on-1, and the rookie takes it in, can't score. Kristoviak blocked by Robinson, his 3rd. Out to Rodman. Kristoviak rejected. Robinson has 4 blocks. Admiral with 194 on the year.
David Robinson has been able to give help off the basketball, and so it's difficult for them to get things set up. Anderson's got to go against the shot clock.
Pick and roll, and it worked beautifully as Anderson sets up David Robinson. He would love to be the scoring champion. Of course, they want to show well against another. And there's Robinson with a steal. J.R. Reed and a foul. Kristoviak got it. First foul on Kristoviak.
This Robinson effort off the floor against the shot clock to get it down with 2 on the clock, and then David Robinson stepped around, made a steal at the other end of the floor against the against the offense of Shaquille O'Neal, and that got him started. And J.R. Reed ends up.
Pause it right here, guys. You know, I'll bring up something here. I think if these 2 guys played nowadays, and we talked about this in the Saquon Barkley video we did, the disrespect at the running back position, the center position. about being disrespected. It's no longer a big man's game no more, but I still think you got guys like Wembyana, Antetokounmpo. It's starting to bring it back, and then the dude out there, Holmgren out there for OKC, unfortunately, is out with the injury. But what I think I want to point out too, guys, I really think if these two matched up in today's game, the fouls would be through the roof. That's the problem with today's NBA. It's just once two guys are matching up down low in a post-up, any kind of contact, that whistle's automatically getting blown. These two, they're actually letting them battle down low between the two big men. Bill Walton would love this shit, right?
Up at the other end.
It's Hardaway with 40 seconds to go, and Robinson has a nickel. He's got 5 blocks in this opening half. And that's how quadruple doubles get going.
Hardaway trying to get into it offensively, but not aware of David Robinson. And Robinson has been active and aware. They haven't been as good from the perimeter. They've closed down the middle. O'Neal trying to power his way in.
And the final buzzer of this half. So O'Neal just beat the buzzer. Foul by Rodman, and Shaq gets the final word, at least in the opening half, and will be at the line for the three-point play.
Stuck a fork in it, just pinned it down there with his hand and got control of it and said, and one. And that's what we'll finish the first half on. Powerful effort by O'Neal with Rodman on his arm. For 3 fouls, you got to come inside to O'Neal and see if he can get a fourth and get David Robinson down. That time he had him further out on the block, but he was able to rebound his own miss. Timeout. He wants a timeout. O'Neal was bodied out a little bit further, missed the first. Now he's coming back in to get the second, and right here he's losing his balance. And I think when he reached back to catch himself, that's when the injury occurred. He had enough presence to at least try to call timeout, but you can't call timeout if you don't have the basketball. And right there, as he's going down, he tries to catch himself. It's a lot of weight to catch. This is where they won David Robinson against Tree Rollins. He's been able to do whatever he wants.
And he hits from outside, the 17-footer.
Because Tree Rollins is no threat, and he's now out on the perimeter. Hardaway trying to get by.
Blocked by Robinson, his 6th. You got to be making the records, not Shaq, someone said.
Well, me no singing on this because this boy Penny's got the blues.
Into O'Neal. Nice move to draw the 4th foul. And that was terrific stuff in the eyes of Bryant. Averaging over 5 rebounds a game is the...
Here I am talking about them not calling fouls. I think they said that was for David Robinson.
Guard Hardaway. O'Neal behind J.R. Reed, and a perfect lob pass from Scott.
The Magic, you come inside to Shaquille O'Neal and make the defense react.
McAnderson, he took a look at Shaq, 2 men on him.
You see Shaquille O'Neal posting up down low. He's able to get good position and then spin away from J.R. Reed. Telling you, he's got the whole package. These guys that said this guy hasn't been working on his game, I guess they haven't been watching him.
And the quick feet, a 305-pound man that had that kind of quickness. Negro for 3. It rattles out, and the home team is cold. Hardaway on a breakaway. Into the icy period, but it's been his own team. 4 fouls on David Robinson. Hardaway sets up O'Neal. Oh my! And then lets the crowd know I'm here.
You can see on the other end there is too much room and daylight, and Shaquille O'Neal tells everybody in the front row that's 2 more.
Oh, in the 3rd.
And with 2 minutes to go, what they want to do is get some defensive presence and shut down Orlando, but they're getting one being guarded by Kristoriak. They're going to have to come to Davis.
He uses that speed to set up Antoine Carr. Stoviak on the Admiral.
The big dog is inside, and he can score it, and he's got the ability to rock and roll, still winning this ball game.
Stoviak on the Admiral. Shows his shooting touch. He now has 12-point lead for the Orlando Magic. Stolen by David Robinson. The veteran Sleepy Floyd.
Sorry to pause you guys. That was twice he's done that. Shaq posting up for position. Admiral last second stepping in front like a DB or linebacker. Give me that shit like a Madden linebacker, I should say. They sure hand everything on that damn game. But good defensive play by Robinson. Twice he's done that.
Robinson. Boy, he's become a terrific outside shooter.
They try to smother O'Neal.
O'Neal backing in on Carr, can't hit, and a foul. Robinson for Anthony Bowie. Boy, he comes in and contributes right away. Robinson at the other end, and a foul on Royal.
David Robinson ahead of the pack again, and Royal is going to say where. He thought that's a mystery foul. He was trying to make a play on the ball, just nicked him on the elbow. Now David Robinson, a three-point play.
San Antonio, tough to beat at home. They've won 15 of their last 16 games. Rebound
To the line.
Shaq. Partially deflected, and it goes against Orlando. A foul on O'Neal, his fourth. Antoine Carr making things happen for San Antonio.
This was a good penetrating play between Hardaway and O'Neal. O'Neal did not get it where he wanted on the glass, tried to chase it, came over the top of David Robinson.
Shaq with 4 fouls, Anderson with a tough leaner. Robinson keeps it alive. So he's in double figures now in rebounds. Almost ties it up at 89. Chicago by 4, 99-95. Underneath, Dale Ellis all alone lost his
Floyd. They get a foul against Antoine Carr here. This will put Shaquille O'Neal on the line.
third on Carr.
You see Dale Ellis is true with that three-point field goal, and David Robinson, it's a tray all the way. They want the ball in David Robinson's hand. They want to make the defense react. They double David.
Boy, a tough shot against his body, falling out of bounds.
O'Neal is back in the game against Antoine Carr.
Too far under the basket, and Robinson comes up with the ball. Rodman, big smile on his face as he nods. Here we go. It's Robinson! David Robinson and a foul! Look at Rodman! The odd couple, Rodman and Robinson, but it's working in San Antonio.
David Robinson went to his right that time and surprised Krystkowiak, threw it down with two hands, and Rodman was there at the finish with the tackle. Maybe it was a hug.
They do like each other. 104-100. And look at that, Rodman hawked Nick Anderson, and Robinson comes out to stop. O'Neal with a rebound, and he is fouled. That could have been the three-point play.
Stop the clock. They want to foul. As soon as the ball comes in, they foul David Robinson.
22.8 seconds left, but it was also Sleepy Floyd's 34th. Dennis Rodman at the end of the game, and San Antonio has now won 16 of their last 17 at home and pull into a tie for the moment with the Houston Rockets in the Midwest.
Now, I sort of have him here. David, taking congratulations from his coach and his teammate. You may be the leading MVP candidate, but how important is it to you personally and for the success of this team that your teammates come through for a comeback victory like this?
That's big. You know, it's going to take a team to win it. And like I said, I count on these guys a lot. I look for them a lot. I make them shoot the ball. They sometimes get on me for not shooting it, but I want them to get involved. It's the only way we're going to win, and it's the only way we're going to get where we want to be.
The spotlight will be on your matchups with Shaquille O'Neal for years to come. For the first time, it seemed that he was able to be effective against you. How?
Well, he just played the power game tonight, and he just played great. I thought he did a nice job. He got where he wanted to get. I think early in the game I didn't get him off the block, and that really hurt me. But he just basically played real well, and we're going to have to come down and double him a little more often.
Thanks, David. Congratulations on the big win.
All right.
Dick?
Robinson outscoring.
All right, there it is. Really, really fun stuff there. Shaquille O'Neal taking on the Admiral. David Robinson, 1994. Shaq, you know, over the years, and he even admitted, I think, later on that he basically fabricated a lot of the stories and animosity that he had towards David Robinson. Obviously, the famous one was that I think when Shaq was younger that he wanted to meet David Robinson, and Robinson blew him off for autograph, something along those lines. Basically, you know, admitted that later on that he was using it for motivation going against a guy like Robinson. Actually kind of funny, though, because he stuck with that narrative for a long time. Pretty good rivalry right there between Robinson and Shaquille O'Neal. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. We got to do some more with that, man. It's more matchup of the bigs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Go Michigan. They're replaying Ohio State later this afternoon. See you guys.